Dragon Age Veilguard is a disaster for fans. After waiting 10 long years, it still managed to disappoint on so many levels that people are seriously asking what the hell happened. Not even the flood of fake positive reviews could save this game. BioWare gave us a purple clown show instead of a dark fantasy epic. I've looked into it, and here's a list of the biggest mistakes BioWare made, so we can understand exactly where it all went wrong. Let's start with the first one. The first mistake, the art style completely betrays the Dragon Age vibe. Dragon Age supposed to be dark fantasy, gritty, grounded, and also brutal. But what did we get? A colorful, borderline cartoonish mess. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Who asked for this? This isn't Dragon Age, it's Disney Age. The second mistake, the characters look ridiculous. They don't look like heroes. They look like cosplayers from a budget fan film. What is this? A random pirate lady at a Halloween party? This girl looks like she wandered in from a California mall looking for a pumpkin spice latte and somehow got cast as an elf. This dude, discount gay Dracula. And this skeleton, the most ridiculous skeleton I've ever seen, especially with that goofy voice. Beyond that, most of the characters are just bland. And then we got this one snowflake character, who seems to exist just to annoy people. Like, their whole identity is I'm quirky and unbearable.
I don't feel like I fit even if I feel wrong.
The third mistake, wokeness and politics shoved in your face.
Oh, Tash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
The devs clearly pushed their own political views into the game. Here's the thing, games are supposed to be escapism. You play to forget the real world for a while. But imagine coming home after work, booting up the game, and instead of epic quests, you get a cutscene like this.
So, I'm non-binary.
What? Why is this relevant right now?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
The fourth mistake, the level design is way too linear. Now, this isn't necessarily a deal breaker on its own. Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 had their share of linear sections. But after the open world zones in Inquisition, fans expected more freedom. Nothing more to say here. The fifth mistake, the story is weak and feels pointless. Here is my theory. Modern devs care more about activism than storytelling. They don't start with a great plot. They start with characters who exist to check boxes. Then they build a bland story around them to exist to push a message, not to entertain. It's not about crafting a world you want to get lost in. It's about making a statement, and that's the problem. The sixth mistake, the writing and dialogue are just bad. Some lines are so cringe you have to pause the game just to recover. Like this gem.
People are dying right now. You need to listen.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Also, everyone in the game is super polite. Like, where's the drama? The tension? Everyone's just nodding and agreeing all the time. It feels like watching a group therapy session, not a fantasy adventure. There are other issues, but those are the biggest ones. We wanted a deep story, memorable characters, an epic world, vast open spaces. A Dragon Age game that feels like Dragon Age, not some focus-grouped, politically sterilized product. And on every front, BioWare failed hard.